Imagine wandering through a garden, feeling the softness of moss under your fingertips, the rough texture of tree bark, the smoothness of pebbles under your feet. Welcome to the tactile world of sensory gardens. Our journey begins with the first sense, touch. It's the very first sense we develop as humans, and it remains a fundamental way we connect with our surroundings throughout our lives. In sensory gardens, touch takes center stage, encouraging us to engage directly with nature. You might find yourself trailing your fingers through a bed of feathery ferns or marveling at the intricate patterns of a tree's bark. You might step barefoot onto a path of smooth pebbles or soft moss, each sensation offering a unique experience. The variety of textures in a sensory garden is no accident. Each plant, each surface is chosen with purpose. The textures of a sensory garden are more than just pleasing to touch. They're a way of making us present, of grounding us in the here and now. When we touch the cool smoothness of a stone or the delicate petals of a flower, we're not just feeling those objects. We're connecting with the earth, the sun, the rain that helped shape them. And it's not just about our connection with nature. The tactile elements of sensory gardens have been shown to have therapeutic benefits as well. They can help reduce stress, stimulate memory in people with dementia, and even support the development of motor skills in children. In a sensory garden, every plant, every path, every surface invites you to reach out and touch. You might be surprised by the roughness of a sunflower stem or the softness of lamb's ear leaves. And as you explore, you'll realize that these textures tell a story of life, growth, and the ever-changing nature of nature itself. Remember, sensory gardens are meant to be touched. So don't be shy, reach out and feel the world around you. Now, let's awaken your taste buds. In sensory gardens, you're not just looking at the plants, you're tasting them. Imagine walking through a garden where you're encouraged to pluck a ripe, juicy berry from a bush and taste its sweetness on your tongue. Or where you can pick a leaf of mint, crush it between your fingers, and savor its refreshing flavor. This is the magic of sensory gardens. They turn a simple walk into a culinary adventure. Many sensory gardens feature a variety of edible plants and herbs. Each one is a delicious surprise waiting to be discovered. You might find a bed of strawberries, a patch of basil, or even a vine of tomatoes. And it's not just about the fruits and vegetables. Edible flowers like nasturtiums and marigolds are often included, adding a splash of color and a unique flavor to the mix. And then there are the herbs. Oh, the herbs. They're a sensory delight, not just for their taste, but also for their aroma. Rosemary, thyme, basil, mint. Every one of them has its own distinct flavor and scent. Crushing a leaf releases their oils, filling the air with their fragrance and offering a tantalizing preview of the taste to come. In sensory gardens, tasting the plants is not just allowed, it's encouraged. It's a way to engage with nature, to explore, and to learn. It's an opportunity to discover new flavors, to experience the thrill of picking your own food, and to understand the connection between the earth and what we eat. But a word of caution: not all plants are safe to eat. Always make sure to check with the garden staff or look for signage indicating which plants are edible. So next time you visit a sensory garden, be ready to embark on a delicious journey. Let your taste buds guide you as you explore, sample, and savor the flavors of nature. And remember, the taste adventure is just one aspect of the sensory garden experience. There's so much more to discover, so keep your senses open and let the garden take you on a journey of sensory delight. From the sweet aroma of blooming jasmine to the fresh scent of rosemary, sensory gardens are a feast for the nose. The olfactory journey that unfolds in these gardens is carefully curated, with every plant chosen for its unique fragrance. As you stroll through these gardens, you're not just walking among flowers and foliage. You're immersing yourself in a world of scent, where each breath you take is a new discovery. The planning of sensory gardens takes into account the power of smell, considered one of the most evocative of our senses. Fragrant flowers, herbs, and plants are strategically placed throughout the garden, creating a symphony of scents that change with the seasons, the time of day, even the weather. This attention to detail ensures that every visit to a sensory garden is a unique olfactory adventure. But the fragrances in sensory gardens do more than just smell good. They can transport us to different times and places. The scent of lavender might evoke memories of a childhood home, while the aroma of rosemary could remind you of a favorite meal. These scents have the power to evoke memories and emotions, adding a deeply personal dimension to the sensory garden experience. Even more, the fragrances of nature have been shown to have tangible benefits on our well-being. The scent of lavender, for instance, is known for its calming properties, while the aroma of rosemary can stimulate the mind and improve memory. So every breath you take in a sensory garden is not just a sensory delight, but a step towards better health and wellness. In sensory gardens, the fragrance of nature is not an afterthought, but an integral part of the design. Each plant is chosen not just for its visual appeal, but for the scent it imparts, the memories it evokes, and the well-being it promotes. This meticulous planning transforms these gardens into more than just beautiful spaces. They become aromatic havens that engage, enchant, and heal. So take a deep breath and let the fragrances of nature whisk you away. Listen closely. The rustling leaves, the trickling water, the chirping birds, these are the sounds of a sensory garden. The select symphony of nature that plays in the background as you explore the space, providing a serene or sometimes stimulating environment. The soundscape of a sensory garden is an essential part of the design, as it engages one of our most powerful senses, hearing. Water features are a common element in sensory gardens. The gentle burble of a fountain, the soft splash of a waterfall, or the serene flow of a stream can create an atmosphere of tranquility and peace. These water sounds can mask city noise, providing a relaxing retreat from the hustle and bustle of our daily lives. Another sound element is the rustling of leaves. The whispering wind through the willows, the rustle of bamboo, or the soft sway of ornamental grasses provide a calming soundtrack that changes with the seasons. These sounds are not just soothing, they can also evoke a sense of curiosity and exploration. Birdsong is another delightful aspect of the sensory garden soundscape. Gardens designed with a variety of plants and trees not only attract a wide range of birds, but also encourage them to sing their heart out. From the sweet trill of a robin to the melodious song of a nightingale, the sounds of these feathered friends add a layer of joy and vibrancy to the garden experience. In addition to these natural sounds, sensory gardens often incorporate man-made elements such as wind chimes and gravel paths. The soft tinkling of wind chimes or the crunch of gravel underfoot can stimulate the sense of hearing, adding another dimension to the garden visit. The sounds in a sensory garden are more than just background noise. They are an integral part of the experience, enhancing our connection with nature and promoting a sense of well-being. So, the next time you visit a sensory garden, take a moment to close your eyes and listen. The sounds of nature are waiting to serenade you. From vibrant colors to captivating shapes, sensory gardens are a visual delight. They are designed to dazzle the eye, to draw us in and keep us engaged, making every visit a new discovery. A sensory garden is a living canvas, where the palette of nature is used to paint a picture that changes with the seasons. Consider the colors. A well-designed sensory garden will have a range of hues, from the soft pastels of spring blossoms to the fiery reds and oranges of autumn leaves. These colors aren't just randomly scattered, they are thoughtfully arranged to create a harmonious visual flow that guides the eye through the garden. Then there are the shapes. Gardens are a mix of the organic forms of plants and the geometric shapes of paths, benches, and other features. The contrast between these forms can create visual interest and draw attention to certain areas of the garden. And let's not forget about light. The interplay between light and shadow can dramatically change the mood and appearance of a sensory garden. Morning light might cast a soft, serene glow over the garden, while the setting sun might paint the garden in dramatic shades of gold and purple. So look around and let your eyes feast on the beauty of sensory gardens. They are designed not just to be seen, but to be experienced, to engage us in a visual dialogue with nature that leaves us feeling refreshed, inspired, and deeply connected to the world around us. Now that you've embarked on this sensory journey, it's time to experience it for yourself. Immerse yourself in the magic of a nearby sensory garden, or better yet, bring the sensory experience into your own backyard. Plant herbs for taste, flowers for smell, and textured plants for touch. Hang wind chimes for sound and arrange your garden with vibrant colors for sight. So go ahead, step into a sensory garden and awaken all your senses. You'll be amazed at the adventure that awaits you.